What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today, and today we have massive unboxing number 42 for you all. I really hope each and every one of you are excited for today's video, as today we have a very exciting massive unboxing store. We got some brand new models to take a look at here, and I am super excited for this, and I hope you are as well. So without any further delay, everybody, let's go ahead and get into these boxes. Alrighty, everybody, welcome to Massive Unboxing number 42. I really hope all of you are excited for today's video. We have a very unique unboxing today, and what's so unique about today's unboxing is two elements of it. First and foremost, this is the first massive unboxing with the Canon R7, so feel free to let me know what you think about the video quality. Hopefully it looks really good, but I'm very excited about my new mirrorless camera, so hopefully that looks absolutely awesome. But second, this unboxing also has some very interesting models in it. So the first box that we're opening here is going to be some older releases. So Waffle Collectibles on their website had a really cool advertisement. If you bought $100 worth, they would send you 2 free models. So that's what we have in here. So you're about to get my initial impression of both of them. So I'm really eager to see what they are. I'm expecting, lesser models, but they were still free with the purchase. So really excited about that. And then we'll also have some new pre-orders later in the video. So again, I really hope you all are excited for this. I'm really eager to see what we get out of this. Again, it was just an annotation on their website. So what kind of models we're going to get, I have absolutely no idea, but that's why we're here to find out. So here we go. Okay, so that's one, or actually, no, I think I actually bought this. I believe I bought this. This is the United Airlines 737-800 in the Starline sliver. I forgot about this. So I bought this to replace my my JC Wings one that I have, and it does have scimitars and all that. So I thought this was a cool model, so that's why I chose to get this. I kind of forgot. It's been a while since I've made this order. So that's what this is, the Starline's United 737-800. That is definitely one of the free models right there, hands down. Let's see. It appears to be a Dragon Wings. It's a big one. Whoa. Wow. How about this? So this is a Bell X-1E last flight model. So there's 2 of them in here, a very unique military aircraft. I was thinking it was going to be somewhere in this ballpark, but this is really cool. I'm not sure if this is actually going to be both of them or what this qualifies as, but this is a really cool set right here, and I'll be able to use this at Great Plains and other various projects. So really cool to see this, and this will certainly be a very unique addition to the collection. So I'm really eager to see what this is going to be all about. So that's going to be a very cool aircraft, and we should probably have 2 more in there. I'm assuming that's going to be the free 2 that we got out of that. So very nice of Waffle Collectibles to do that. That was really cool. And then we should have 1 more in here, and that's going to be the other one that I bought was coming in a different order. I'll explain that in a moment. Is the engine models 1 to 400 scale American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the breast cancer wearing this livery. There was also an American Airlines Boeing 777-300 that I bought that was a custom One World livery, which is really cool, and hopefully that'll be coming in the future, but for whatever reason it wasn't in this box, and I'm almost positive that I got it ordered. So I don't know if that's on back order or what happened there, but nevertheless, we do have 3 really cool models to take a look at here. So we'll start with the United 737 and then work into some of the other ones. So I'm excited for this, and I hope you are as well. Let's go ahead and take a look, guys. Alrighty, everybody, let's go ahead and get started here with this Panda models 1 to 400 scale United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Starline livery. So again, I'm going to replace my JC Wings one that just has the blended winglets. So I thought this would be a cool purchase to meet the minimum qualifier there for 100 to get our Bell X1s. So really excited to have this model, and this is really cool. So let's go ahead and take a look. Get the Boeing titles right here, and then you got the aircraft cutout right there, 1 to 400 scale. You got the sticker all the way around. So overall, this looks really good. Taking a look at the back of the box as well. Very standard Panda box, not too much to it. Excited to take a look at this. We do have a little rip, but what can you do about it? It happens to the best of us. So here we go for the United 737-800 in the Starline livery, again with the scimitar winglets. Let's take a look. As we get it out of the plastic here, this looks really good. This is solid. Take a look at that, guys. The United 737 Starline, looking fantastic. Alrighty, everybody, and here we go for the Panda models 1 to 400 scale United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Star Alliance livery. This is a really good looking aircraft. I'm very excited to have this one. I'll talk about a little bit more details as we start reviewing this aircraft. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. Now for the moment of truth. So it's going to be interesting to see how 150mm compares to 300. So that's number 1. And number 2, how is this autofocus going to work? Is it actually going to function? Let's take a look. Alrighty, guys, so I want to show you a new component of the lens. So unfortunately, this is as far as I can zoom in because I have more focal length, but for whatever reason, auto and manual focus don't, on the mirrorless camera, it doesn't go any farther than this. So I can't get any, as you can see, when I zoom farther in, the focus just doesn't work, which really sucks. So luckily though, I can zoom out and then it does completely focused on it, which is really nice. But unfortunately, we have to have kind of this wider view on the smaller planes, which is okay. You know, it is what it is. I can't really do too much about it, but as you can see, that's the closest that it will focus. So anyways, still get a nice view of it, and it's really crystal clear. So I might crop it down in the actual post recording. We'll see what happens. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and take a look at this model. Here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone, which looks really good here on the panda mold. Then we have some various pitot tubes and nose landing gear with the nose landing gear door with some really good text on that, so that looks really good. Here's Starline's logo along with the L1 door. Then you have this piece right here along with the Starline's titles. You get the United Airlines billboard titles. Now they are in black here, as you can tell, for the older Starline's livery, so that's how you really can tell the difference. I do have the newer one as well, but I'll explain here in a moment why I still chose to get this one despite that. As you can see, here's the middle of the aircraft, so you have the middle antenna that looks really good. Then you have the emergency exits. Here's the Alliance titles right here, CFM56, and then you got the wing route here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So as you can see, we have some really good detail there with the emergency exits, and the wing pad also looks really good there. Then you can see the winglet here. The camera is focusing very nicely, so that's really awesome to see. So there it is. Now the scimitar winglet is a little stubby, as you can see right there, but it's still pretty good, so can't complain with it too much. It's not too bad, so good job there. It's not perfect, but definitely at least gotta make a note of it at the very least. And then here's just the Wi-Fi box here in the middle once again. Then you got the registration November 26210. I've seen this aircraft multiple times, so really glad to have a model of it. That was another really cool factor about this one. Then you got the United States flag in the L2 door before you hit up the Starline's tail. That looks really good back there too. Then you got the horizontal stabilizer, which also looks really nice right there. You can see the various components of that make that look really good. So that is really nice to see. Right side of the aircraft also looks very good as we wait for the camera to focus. I think I just got to get it in the perfect position, then it'll focus on it. Let's take a look. I'm not in manual, am I? Okay, no, I thought I was in autofocus, so hopefully there it goes. As you can see here, it looks really good with the cockpit windows, and then you got the baggage door down there too. That looks really good. You got the pitot tubes and all those various components. As you can see through the middle of the aircraft, you got some more various good components, so that looks really nice. The gears drag just a little bit, that nose gear particularly, but overall not a huge issue. Then you got the baggage door here in the back, and overall the rest of the aircraft looks really good. Let's see how the focus does when we put the aircraft up to the top. Looks really good there, so you can see the various components at the top of the aircraft and the bottom of the aircraft very similar. You do have a stand hold though, which is really nice and a really cool attribute of the panda mold, so that's really cool. Otherwise, it's a pretty standard 737-800. So very excited to have this aircraft. Now again, the reason that I chose to not sell the JC wings completely and just abandon the old Star Alliance livery is because I've seen this aircraft a couple times, and I wanted to meet I wanted to meet the minimum price threshold to be able to get this aircraft, so those were the main incentives there. But nevertheless, it's still great to have this aircraft. I think it'll be a really cool component for the collection. So overall, it's looking really good, and that is absolutely awesome. So, and thank you for bearing with me as I continue to get this camera working. It's looking like it's going to be a great asset, even though on the small aircraft we're going to have to keep it zoomed out a little bit to keep it focused, but what can you do about it? It just happens to the best of us, so that's all right. We'll continue to work it. I'm sure it'll be really cool for the heavies though, as here we go for the NG models 1-400 scale American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the breast cancer awareness livery. So this aircraft also looks really good. This is yet another replacement. I had the JC wings as well. I got that in 3 years ago in 2021. Now we have the NG models version. So excited to have this aircraft, and this should be a really nice component. So excited to have this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Boeing 777-200ER. Here's the CGI of the aircraft. You got the waves throughout, and you got the proud sponsor of Susan G. Camcorder. So that's really cool. American Airlines registration is November 759 Alpha November 1-400 scale. They certainly went to work on the Chrome 777 and used it in all of its various ways. There's a sticker that Waffle includes as we know it for their stock, and here's the back of the box as well. So you can see what this 777 is going to be all about, and hopefully this is a good looker. So let's go ahead, not waste any further time, and try not to bend the box in the process of unboxing it. There we go. Not perfect, but that'll work. Looks pretty good. I didn't see a collector card though. There it is right there, because these are a valuable asset, and if you missed a video I did earlier this month, or rather in January on that concept, definitely take a look at it, because those collector cards are very valuable, especially on these bigger wide-body airplanes, as they can be worth more than 10 points in some instances. And here it is, the American 777 Chrome breast cancer awareness, looking fantastic. Let's take a look at this. Alrighty everybody, and here it is, the NG models 1-400 scale American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER with the breast cancer awareness livery. This aircraft looks really good, and I'm very excited to have it in the fleet here. It's going to be a very unique component for the collection, so let's go ahead, take a look at it, and see how it compares to the JC Wings version. Alrighty everybody, let's take a look at this American 777 right here, and as you can tell, the camera works really good on the wide bodies, so that's certainly very nice. So make sure that I got the camera lined up there in the best lighting possible. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Here's the cockpit window along with the nose cone. Then you can see the navy white and blue. That looks really cool. And the nose cone looks really good with the line right there. So that's really nice. You got the pitot tubes and nose landing gear with the nose landing gear door. That looks really nice. Here's the L1 door right here. And then you got the American Airlines billboard titles that look really nice in this aircraft. And here's the pink swoop. So it starts down here, then comes up and twists all the way around there. So that's really nice. So yeah, very similar to the JC wings. The biggest difference is that nose landing gear door. Outside of that, it's really honestly pretty similar to it. Again, there's that pink line. It looks really good going throughout, so you can see that. And then you got the L2 door right here that also looks really good. I'm not seeing any One World logo, so certainly an interesting observation there. And then you got the engine right here with the breast cancer awareness swoop on it, so that's really cool to see. The first antenna right here, and you got some various panels down there that also look really nice, so that's certainly very cool to see. Here's the wing root, so you can see how detailed that is right there, so that's really nice. And here's the wing itself. You can see all the detail there with the lines, flaps, slats, and speed brakes. The undercarriage also looks very good with the main landing gear, so that's awesome. Then you got the L3 door along with this Wi-Fi box. I'm sorry, that's not going to be a Wi-Fi box, but the cable box or whatever the applicable unit that is right there, so that's really cool to see. Then you got two more antennas, one on top and one on the bottom right there. And of course, this is a proud sponsor once again of Cure, so that's really cool to see how advertised that is on the livery, so that's really cool. And then you go from that light pink to the darker pink. I think it's really cool how they changed the pink color. Here's a better view of it a little bit, so you can see a little more of that L3 door. If I forgot to mention it, I think I did, just making sure. Then you can see the darker pink that swoops in. And of course, this is going to be the economy side of the plane at this point, so that's very nice. L4 door right there looks really good. And then we're back to the light pink for the registration, November 759 Alpha November, so that looks really good too. And here's the American Airlines tail right here. You can see the AA logo, and then you got the tail right there, the horizontal stabilizers, the various components of it. All in all, it looks really good. Certainly glad to see that right there. You also got the flathead screwdriver piece there on the back. That looks really nice. Also, might as well, since we're here, kind of get a little head-on shot right there because that looks really nice. So very cool to see that right there. Let's go ahead and flip it on around to the right side so you can see how good it looks over here. You got that dark navy starting off again, so that's really cool. Before dark pink before you get to the light pink, and again dark pink. You'd also have the cargo doors on this side too, as you would expect. And then the left side over here, you get the American Airlines coming through the back. It looks a little different on this side. I'm not exactly sure why, but it still looks good. So very nice right there as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top of the aircraft. So that looks very nice. You got the various components that look good, make it look really good. And the bottom looks really good. You got the stand hole and all the other panels and details down there. So overall, that looks really good. And the bottom of the engines also have superb detail too. So this looks really great. Really glad to see this aircraft looking absolutely fantastic. And overall, what a nice aircraft that is right there. Alrighty, everybody, so this is what happens when you spend $100 on Waffle Collectibles and they give you two models for free. So right here is what we have, the Warbird series for Dragon Wings on this Bell X-1E last flight aircraft. This is in 1:144 scale, so that's certainly generous as well. So of course it's not 1:400, but these will still be really cool display planes, and I'm excited to have them. So let's take a look at the box. So of course you have Dragon Wings up there with the interior design on the top. You got the cutaway right there, which is awesome. 1:44 scale X-Plane series Bell X-1E last flight. You got two pieces of them right there, full colors with interior, so that's going to be really cool to see the cutaway port. I have a cutaway model now. Oh my gosh, I wanted like a full, like legit cutaway. Of course this one isn't like, you know, a full legit cutaway, but technically it's a cutaway. So by definition, this is my first ever cutaway model, so what a moment it is today. Although I'm hopeful that I'll be able to get a legit cutaway in the future, but this will satisfy my needs for now. So really cool. We're also going to have a display stand here, so that's really cool. So that's a really cool stand. You can see it right there. It goes half and half. So this is going to be a really cool one. So very fair value here for just spending $100. And there's the cutaway itself. It's technically a cutaway, so I'm not going to complain with that. There's the back of the box. We are not going to waste any further time because I want to see what a true cutaway looks like. So let's go ahead and get these out of the box. All right, so the stand's already in here, and then the instructions are right here, but I think we can make this work. So let's just go ahead and get it on the box, and I'll get them set up on the stand, and then we'll return with the grind. Look at that cutaway, though. Oh, my goodness. Alrighty guys, so here they are. They look absolutely fantastic. The X1E here in the 144 scale. I was certainly expecting a die-cast aircraft, but I'm absolutely not going to complain with a very unique component to the collection here. I certainly wouldn't have bought this on my own behalf, as you all know, so certainly very excited to have these in the collection. A very unique piece. So let's go ahead and start with the normal one, and then we'll look at the cutaways. So very cool. First and foremost though, this stand's really cool. So on the front of it here, if I can bring it up a little bit, you can see it has Bell X1E, the last supersonic aircraft in mankind, which is really cool. Then you have this really cool double stand piece, which is swingable, so you can literally throw this to whatever angle you want, which is really cool. Certainly wouldn't have ever expected to see a stand like this, but it's really nice, especially for being plastic, so certainly not going to complain with that effort. Alrighty, so here's the aircraft. They do stand on the ground too, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to review them at an angle because that's obviously kind of how they're intended to be here. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. So here's the nose piece. This was what was attached separately, so that looks really cool, very unique. And again, I'm very unfamiliar with this aircraft, so if I kind of botch some of the terminology of it, I apologize. But nevertheless, I can't see what this says, but it looks really good right there. And then you got the X1E titles there with a little bit of drop shadow. That's really nice. Cockpit windows right there. Then you have the nose landing gear in the door, which is only half on this aircraft, so that's very cool. We'll get a better look on the other side. Here's this some sort of vent piece or equivalent right there. Then you can see the over the fuselage here, you got some really nice logos right there. Both the end pieces on the wing. You got some various components, ailerons, not really any speed brakes or any of those components, but overall looks good. The bottom also looks really nice right there. Then you get the back, which also looks really good. And again, the stand's very unique. You can tighten it, loose it, all of that. So that's a really cool part of it as well. Then you got the back right here. You got some various inlets and other pieces. You can see the registration there is 6063, and you got some piece on the top right there. So that's certainly very nice too. And overall, it looks really good. You got the rudder piece back there too, so that looks really good, and some other various components, so that looks really nice. And then the other side of the aircraft, also very simple. Very cool. It has a cool piece right there. I can't see what that says. I'll see if I can read it myself. It says rescue on it. I'm sure you all are probably able to read that when it focused, but it says rescue, so that's really cool. Come on, camera. I paid way too much for you not to focus now. Come on. I think the backdrop's kind of messing with it since we're in the air, but it looks really good. And then here's the cutaway itself. Certainly was not ever going to expect this to be a technical cutaway, but I suppose it truly is. So the main difference with this version is, as you can see, it has those various pieces inside, which are really cool. So you got the cable pulley system, and then you got the I'm not sure if these are like panels or what they are, but it looks really cool inside whatever it's supposed to be. So again, this is the same registration, all the same pieces. You got rescue on this side too, so overall looks really good. Here's the high rotation. Then you can see this side of it very similar to the other as well. So really cool set of models here. Very excited to have these two. They look absolutely fantastic. I'm going to be really eager to see how I can use these in the fleet, but overall they will look really good. And I like the really unique aspect that they bring to the collection. So again, very unexpected, but they look absolutely awesome, and so excited to have this in the fleet. What an amazing aircraft right there. Alrighty guys, so let's return to a little bit more normal territory. So this comes from the Texan Airplane Store during their amazing Black Friday sales. So we're not quite done with the Black Friday models yet because we have so many. So excited to take a look at all the airplanes we've gotten here. And the reason the box was open is because Mr. Planespotter DK was just so curious what I had in this box, so he opened it and took a look. So anyway, let's go ahead and see what we actually have in here now that we're to massive unboxing time. So let's go ahead and get started. Starting right here with the Delta A319. Very excited to have this aircraft. I've been wanting a really nice full-fledged A319 for a very long time for Deltas, so very excited to have this aircraft and so glad that they did it. Same song, second verse, this time though with the Airbus 320, so really excited to have both of these, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. So really excited to take a look at both of those. It's going to be really, really nice. Then we have the Spirit Airlines Airbus A320 with fence tips and the Wi-Fi box. This will be a really cool model to have as well, so very excited to have this, and it looks really, really good. And then we have the Airbus A320neo that I've been trying to get my hands on for a very long time. So overall, excuse me, very excited to have this, and this will be a really cool one too. And then next in here, I've been waiting on this since it got released, the TWA MD-80 in the final livery. Very excited to have this one, and this will be great for many years to come. So what an asset this will be, and what a turnaround for GeminiJets in that department. And then another model that they had on their website that I'll need in the future for a Retro Tulsa project, so I thought I might as well get it now. is the UPS McDonnell Doubles DC-873, so only my second DC-8 in the collection. This will be a really cool one to follow up the ABX, so this will be really cool, and I'm very excited to see what these are all about. So without any further delay, let's just go ahead and dive right into it, and I think we'll actually start right here with this UPS, so let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty guys, and here we go for the first one out of this batch. This is going to be the GeminiJets 1:400 scale UPS doubles DC-873. So very cool aircraft right here. Again, this will be awesome for the Retro Tulsa project going forward. So that's why I chose to pick it up and got a really good deal on it. So really excited to have this aircraft in the collection. GeminiJets made for collectors by collectors. Here's the CGI right here, and then you got the light blue background that they've always had on these UPS boxes. You got the UPS logo, DC-873, 1:400 scale die-cast model aircraft. Again, size of the box very similar to current day GeminiJets boxes. I think it's like 2006 or so, 2009, so a little off there, but certainly not bad. Got the Boeing and the UPS licensed products, so that's awesome. And again, this should be really nice. Here comes the flaps, so you can see the details in there, as you can see, so that looks really nice right there. And here is the aircraft inside. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and take a look. Very nice. That looks really, really good. Holy crap, it even has rolling gear. That's amazing. Alrighty, everybody, and here we go for the GeminiJets 1:400 scale UPS doubles DC-873. Really good looking aircraft. It's going to be a huge asset for Retro Tulsa. Very glad to have this and really eager to see what this is all about. So let's go ahead and zoom in and see what it's all about, everybody. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and take a look. So here's the cockpit windows and nose cone. Really cool to get a really good looking nose cone here, so that looks absolutely fantastic. Seems like there's some sort of dent right there. That it actually is an indentation of the fuselage, which is pretty interesting. So not sure exactly what's going on there, but what can you do about it? Then you have these two panels right here along with the nose gear and the nose landing gear door. The nose landing gear actually rolls, which is really cool. So I'll talk about that a little bit more once you take a look at the main landing gear too. So that's a really nice component of this aircraft. Here's the L1 door right here, along with the cargo bay door, so very nice. Again, the DC-8 for UPS wore various liveries, mainly the previous livery, but it did wear the World Services livery as well, so that's what you're looking at right here. So we have World Services synchronizing the World of Commerce, so that looks really good. That's a couple panels throughout here too to complement it, so that looks really good. Outside that, the front of the aircraft is pretty simple for the most part. Now we get into some really good parts of this aircraft, including the wing, which looks pretty good, not too bad of a split right there. But you have the leading edge light and also these engines, which look really, really great. The curvature looks absolutely fantastic. You also have both the end pieces on each side of the engine, which is really nice, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about there. Overall, they look really good from both sides. It really makes it feel like a DC-8, so that's really cool to see when they were on their final leg there. Then you also see the underside with those landing gear, which do roll, which is really cool. We do have a little bit of wing flex here, but it's not too bad. You can kind of see what I'm talking about there, but overall, not horrible, so not going to complain too much there, of course. Then you get the wing with the flap slats and speed brakes, so that looks really nice too. And then we finally get a little bit of color going here with the orange and brown, so that's really nice to see, as you can see right there. Literally blank for the rest of the fuselage, including the registration, which is November 852 Uniform Papa, and the UPS tail, which is really interesting how small the actual tail is, but you know, it was small, so what can you say? But you also have the UPS logo, which is also really small due to the tail, but let's just look at it in reference to horizontal stabilizers. They're literally the same size, so really odd. Was not expecting it to be that small, but hey, every aircraft has their tweak to it, so that's really cool. Right side also looks really good. You do see a couple of doors there, so that looks really nice. Again, the landing gear do roll, which is really nice. And then you got these pieces back here too for those baggage doors too, so that looks really nice as well. Definitely want to take a look at the top and bottom to get another visual to this aircraft, so let's go ahead and do just that. So here's the top. You can see how detailed the wings are. You got some pretty good speed brake details, so that's really nice. Then we're going to flip her over and take a look at the bottom. So you can see the GeminiJets logo, then you got the stand hole, the main landing gear. Overall, we get some really cool components to this aircraft, and it looks really nice. So this is a really cool model. Very excited to have it. The engines are probably my favorite part. I mean, they just look really good from all angles. I think the camera's probably picking that up well. Hopefully the camera's looking good at this point in the video. Let me know in the comments what you think. But ultimately, very glad to have this aircraft. It looks really, really great. And what an awesome addition to the collection with this UPS doubles DC-871. Alrighty, everybody, and getting back into the GeminiJets newer side of it, even though we have a retro aircraft here with this GeminiJets 1:400 scale TWA McDonnell Doubles MD-82 in their final livery. So, as we all know, 2023 was a huge year for retro collectors, especially from GeminiJets here. They did both TWA MD-80s, which have been highly desired for a very, very long time. pretty much the equivalent of the Delta CRJ900. So this is awesome to see, and it's really cool to see that TWA is getting their MD-80s on display here by GeminiJets. So that's exactly what we have with this aircraft. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. Here's the logo right here. Here's the CGI itself, McDonnell MD-82. There's the TWA logo. So yeah, it was really cool to see both liveries get done. I love both of them, so it'll be awesome to have this in some retro Tulsa cameos. It wasn't the primary aircraft, but certainly will be a huge feature there. Love the Cirrus Cloud backdrop, and then we also got the American Airlines trademark here as well, and I got to answer a phone call, so be back shortly. Alrighty, everybody, back to this box. You can see the licensing here and all the various components, so that looks really good. And then again, sides look really great. I think we already looked at this, but just making sure that we got it all. Then here's the pamphlet, as you can see right here, so that looks really good right there. And then taking a look, there is the gorgeous final livery MD-80 inside. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and see what it's all about, guys. So here it is, and it looks really, really nice. It looks very, very good. Alrighty, everybody, here we have the GeminiJets 1:400 scale TWA McDonnell Douglas MD-80 in the final livery. What a great looking aircraft this is. Very excited to have this in the fleet. It will be a huge asset for many years to come. So very excited to see how this will get utilized, and overall it looks really good. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and take a look. Alrighty, everybody, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone right here. Then you got this panel along with the nose landing gear door. Then you got the L1 boarding door right here, and then you got the Transworld titles right here. Then you got the globe. That looks really nice. I personally think the previous livery was a little bit better, but this livery is also still definitely up there. It's really nice, so no complaints with it, of course. A little bit of first class, a little bit of economy plus, and then I'll take you into the main cabin. You can see the red cheat line that goes all the way across along with the really, really dark navy there on the bottom. I mean, borderline black there. It could just be the model color as well, but it's supposed to be a really dark navy. So anyway, it looks really good though. Got the various panels down here as well. This should say TWA, etc., somewhere in there, so that's nice. Transworld goes all the way across to the beginning there of the emergency exits, and then the panels down here also look really nice. So very nice to just reflect upon the MD-80 fuselage. Yes, there's not too much going on with this particular offering, but it does look really good here with the whole fuselage, so that's really nice. And then here is that emergency exit that we were talking about with the overwing exit there. You get the slats right there in the front too, and then behind you got the speed brakes. The main landing gear also look really good too. And then of course you got the second emergency wing exit before you take a look at the registration, which is November 960 Tango Whiskey. So saw many of the sister ships. I believe 960 got retired earlier than the rest. So yeah, definitely unfortunate what we can do. Then you got that door right there, along with some more windows in the back, the L2 door that is, along with all those windows behind the engine, which are really cool. So cool to see the various angles of those. Along with those beautiful JT8Ds, you're never going to beat that, along with the buckets right there. Look absolutely amazing. Got some more various panels down there, along with the TWA logo right here, and then the red, yellow, and navy looking absolutely awesome. What a combination. TWA logo is nice and simple, looks really good. Horizontal stabilizers, APU, screwdriver back there, all that you'd want. Also, the antenna looks really good as well. Here's the right side, two baggage doors, barely can see them due to the navy color. You also got the last one back there and the exit there in the back as well. So I mean, just what an incredible livery. It looks really, really nice. Top of the aircraft looks really good, as you can see right there. A couple yellow dots overall, that looks really, really good. And the bottom of the aircraft also looks great. You can see the GeminiJets logo, the beacon, stand hole. You get a better look there at the baggage doors. This is a gorgeous aircraft. They did a really good job casting this one. Really impressed with the effort from GeminiJets, and so glad to see the variety of aircraft that they're releasing with that popularity as well. So great job here by GeminiJets. They did a great job. NG's going to carry for the rest of this, so let's go ahead and take a look at their offerings, as it's been quite a nice finish to 2023 in regards to releases, and we'll start out strong with 2024 in the near future. Alright, everybody, let's kick off this NG models lineup. Starting right here with the NG models 1:400 scale Spirit Airlines Airbus A320. This one has the fence tips and the IAE engines along with the filled in titles. So there's like 20 different variations of this, so trying to keep them all straight. So yeah, very excited to have this aircraft. This will be a good one for the collection. I had a Aero Classics one very similar to this, so I'm going to sell that one, and very similar to the Deltas and all the other aircraft that we've talked about for the replacements over these last several massive unboxings. This one is simply just upgrading quality. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box, everybody. Got the A320 up there, and then you got the S's in the back right there too. Here's the aircraft itself, Spirit.com, Spirit, registration November 697 November Kilo, NG models, all the various components. Here's the sides of the box. It looks really good. I love them. The box is small, so I can just do it just like that. It's really simple. And the back looks really good too. So why don't I just go ahead and flip this out? Also, guys, I really need to make a point here. with these 4 aircraft right here, and this isn't to be critical of other manufacturers, I'm just saying with these 4 boxes right here, I already have 1 free model. I just wanted to mention that. Is it the best model in the world with regards to desirability? Probably not, but still a free model nevertheless. And if I get that NG777 back out that we unboxed earlier, then I have a model that I want. So that's just really cool to think about. So there's the card right there. So we'll put that in the computer here in a bit. And let's go ahead and take a look at the Spirit Airbus A320 fence tips and the filled-in titles. So this looks really good. What I've really loved about NG lately is they've had the yellow Wi-Fi box on all these. So that's been really cool. But this looks absolutely fantastic. So let's take a look at this. Alrighty everybody, and here's the engine models. 1:400 scale Spirit Airlines Airbus A320 with the filled-in titles and also the yellow Wi-Fi box and the fence tips. Really good looking aircraft right here. Very excited to have this one. This will be a really cool element and it looks really good. So very similar to the other A320 that I got, just some slight variations here with the fence tips. So let's go ahead and take a look, guys. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone right there and the panel. That looks really good. Then of course you got the Airbus A320 titles. You got the antenna up here, the nose landing gear down here, and then you of course got the L1 door that looks really good. Then of course throughout here you got your various, sorry, I think it's trying to focus on the pin. This is the only slight downgrade from if I'm on autofocus. So I'll try to keep the pin here and hopefully it focuses on all of it. Anyways, big front seat up here, that's absolutely awesome. Then you're going to take a look into the economy, which is all standard. I've flown Spirit twice and they've been pretty good both times. So definitely going to be flying with them more in the future as well. As you can see, the filled-in titles look really good here. The wing root, very nice and crisp. They did a really good job. The IAE engine hangs a little bit low on this particular aircraft. Let's take a look at the other side where it hangs at a little bit better space there. It's tough with these IAEs. I don't know why the pylons, it just sometimes the model manufacturers struggle with this, and I don't really have a good reason as to why, but nevertheless, still looks really good there. You get the main landing gear, which also look really good here in the back, along with the fence tip, flap slots and speed brakes, the emergency exit there too, a beacon. Then you got that gorgeous yellow Wi-Fi box that looks super good, so I'm glad to see that. And then you got antenna 1, 2, and 3. The rest of the fuselage very blank outside the windows that do look very good on this aircraft. Then of course you got the ELF 2-door and the registration, which is November 697 November Kilo. Got to tell the really cool indentations of it, the APU, all those various components, horizontal stabilizers, it all looks really, really good. Right side of the aircraft also looks very good. You got the baggage door right there along with the various panels. This looks really good. You can just see the various sides of it, just giving you some different views. The undercarriage is super nice. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. Back looks really good. You got that baggage door. And again, the various components just really add up with these NG models. Top of the aircraft looks really good. You can see how nice that looks with the wings and the fuselage combined, so that's really, really nice. And take a look at the bottom, just really great detail there. I love the nudges there on the landing gear doors. You can see what I'm talking about. I mean, it's just S tier. It's really good work. So this is really nice to see. It's just super detailed and you can't beat it. So amazing printing. Great job here by NG. They killed this one. And let's see if they killed it on sister ship. And here is sister ship right here with this Airbus A320neo. So a very similar box. I don't think these two are supposed to go together, but nevertheless, as you can tell, it looks really good. I do think if you got all 4 of them, though, they would work. And I think I do have all 4 in order. So I'm sure that I can do this at some point. I'll just get it out real quick just in case. Let's see. So yeah, this is it's close, but I think this one's not. I think this might be like towards the end. I'm not exactly sure how it's supposed to work, but anyway, let's go ahead and take a look. So you get the various components of it with the SP, so that looks really cool. This is 901 November Kilo. All the box elements are the same, excluding just some slight pattern differences, of course. So it looks really good. Item number is 1535. So let's go ahead and get it out this way because we need to get that collector card because it's a huge asset, although this one is yellow, so that's a very unique observation. There was some variety in the months when these came out, so I'm assuming that's why. So yeah, this one's really good. Very excited to have this. I did keep one Gemini. I got the Raccoon Gemini, and now I have this NG that looks really, really nice. Just take a look at that, guys. Alrighty, everybody, here we have the NG models. 1:400 scale Spirit Airlines Airbus A320neo with the slashes and also the yellow Wi-Fi box. So very excited to have this aircraft as well. And I was just thinking about this. I think this is my first NG A320neo. I have a 321neo from NG, but I don't think I have a 320neo. I just looked at the engines and I don't think I have one, which I could be wrong, but I don't think I have one. So this is a really exciting aircraft to have, and I'm really eager to see what this aircraft is all about. So let's not waste any further time and go ahead and take a look at this gorgeous offering. Alrighty everybody, so here we go. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone. Looks good. Airbus A320 Neo titles. Then of course we got this red panel right here. You got the antenna, the L1 door, nose landing gear, all very similar to the 320 that we just assessed, but it looks really good. So here's where we get into our major differences. Still got the big front seat, still got economy, but you do have the slash Spirit titles. So this was the previous iteration here, and it had all these slashes through it. I personally the bold's really grown on me, but let me know which one you prefer. But it's interesting because this is technically a hybrid livery. So you have the Spirit slashes, but you have the Spirit.com engine. So the slashes, the original combination was home of the Bear Fairs. So now we have like 20 of these hybrid Spirit aircraft that have either slash titles and new engines or old engines and bold titles. You just can't get enough of the hybrids. So that's what's really cool is with all these model aircrafts is this is one of the first true hybrids, because usually like the one that we just looked at, it's either all new or all old. This is a true hybrid. I don't think NG models even realized that they were doing technically a hybrid, but this is really cool to have, and it'll be really cool to line these up in Dallas and whatnot to really see all the various ways that Spirit has their liveries. So pretty cool for just one standard base paint to have all these different combinations. So certainly adds some fun to it, no doubt about it. Anyways, you have the Neo engines though. We did look at the 321 Neo that we got previously, so they're very similar to that, although it's on a 320 fuselage, which is really cool. So very nice to get to see that difference of it. The main landing gear look really good. Then you got the flap slats and speed brakes, of course. You got the Spirit.com engines, and of course on the inside it says Howdy, which is really cool. Again, slashes look really good. Yellow Wi-Fi box, antenna 1, 2, and 3. In the back of the fuselage, again, fairly relatively quiet outside of all those economy seats, of course, and the windows. L2 door, registration November 901 November Kilo. You got the US flag and the Spirit titles, which also look really good back there on the tail too. Right side of the aircraft, very simple as well. You got some various components to it, and you got some panels and all the various details. And Neo engines look really good on this aircraft, so that's certainly very nice to see right there. Top of the aircraft looks really good. I love the Neo engine. It's very cool to see them from the top, and also the bottom. You can see the differences, and they also have some good detail down there. Very similar. So yes, very similar to that 320, but the engines look really cool, and also the Wi-Fi box is stubby on here, which is really cool. We saw the round one last time, so it's really cool to have the cool stubby Wi-Fi box on here. So ultimately, this is a great aircraft. So glad to have it. Love the hybrid. It will add quite a dynamic to the collection, and very glad to have this one right here. Alrighty guys, after many years of requests, NG slowly but surely is finally making their legacy run on these Airbuses. So you can see right here 2 Delta Airbus narrow-body aircraft. We have the Airbus A319 on the left and the Airbus A320 on the right. So excited to see these. It's really exciting as we'll finally have really good molds here on these Airbus narrow-bodies that we've been wanting for quite some time. Still want Frontier, still want United, still want American, but you know what? One step was certainly huge, and these Deltas are going to be a huge asset, and I'm really excited to take a look at both of these. So very different box designs. We'll take a look at the A319 first, and we'll round out with the 320 to stay with some continuity. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the engine models 1:400 scale Delta Airlines Airbus A319 in the standard livery. So of course you got the A319 right here, and you got a really cool Diamondback kind of design. The upcoming 737-800 actually kind of took some inspiration from their credit card for the box, which was really interesting, so I'm excited to take a look at that. Here's the CGI of the aircraft. Here's the Delta widget. It looks really cool on both sides like that. Registration is November 301, November Bravo. Actually, kind of looks like it's supposed to go like that, but it really isn't supposed to match anyway, which is unfortunate. I thought they would match them, but hopefully on the next set of legacy carriers they will. Sides of the box look really good too, and the back of the box also looks really good. Made in China, 14 years old. We know the drill. So what are we waiting for? Let's just go ahead and get into it. Make sure we get that collector card, because again, they are a huge asset. So please get yours and redeem them, because they are really good. And here it is, really short right there in the box, but that's okay. Certainly just wasn't expecting it. And here it is, the NG Delta A319 with that double antenna. Man, that is amazing. That's so different. It looks like a 220 almost. Alrighty everybody, and here we have the NG models 1:400 scale Delta Airlines Airbus A319. Man, what a gorgeous looking aircraft. Some elite detail in here. This is S-tier work. So glad to have this aircraft. This will be a powerful asset for many years to come. So without any further delay, let's just go ahead and take a look at this, guys. Alrighty guys, here we go. So we got the cockpit windows along with the nose cone. Here's this panel right here that looks Well, as soon as I was bragging on it taking over an hour file, it just ended the video, so that's pretty funny. Anyways, though, got the nose cone right here, and then again the L1 door with the SkyTeam logo. Then you got both antennas. This is the first ever A319 I have with 2 antennas in the front. This is super, super cool. This is S tier work, so this is really awesome to see. Very unique, and it looks kind of goofy, but I like it. It's really cool for different. So looks really great with these double antennas. That is so different, but so cool. Another panel right here, nose landing gear door. Looks really good. I love the just slight tilt. This is like the just the right amount of tilt, so that's really cool. Then of course on the Delta 319 you're gonna have first class. Then you're gonna have some economy plus, or comfort plus in this case. And then the rest of it's going to be economy, so that's what you have. Some beautifully sized CFMs, those look really nice, so that's just so great from NG. It almost looks like a 320 with that double antenna, but it's really good. Main landing gear, and then of course you got the emergency exit with the flaps, slats, and speed brakes that look amazing. Here is the Wi-Fi box that's really big, but looks really nice in this aircraft. And the bottom antenna also looks really good. Registration is November 301, November Bravo. And then you got the US flag, and there's the Delta tail that looks really good right there. You can just see how detailed it is. It looks really great. And then, of course, you got the tail piece right there that looks amazing too. And ultimately, this is just gorgeous. I mean, you can't complain with the effort that NG demonstrated here. You got both cargo doors. Again, the double antenna looks really good. I mean, this is elite work, and I'm so glad to have this model in the collection. This will be a huge asset for many years to come. I mean, it's really, really good. So, haven't flown a Delta 319 yet. Really hope to at some point. They look really good. Top of the aircraft looks really nice. Love the detail that's presented there. That's really, really good. And the bottom also looks really nice. You got the Delta underbelly. Let me go ahead and flip it around. You can just see the panel detail and the widget. I mean, it's so good. So NG Models, incredible job on this Delta A319. So glad to have this in the fleet. This is going to be a huge asset for many years to come. I'm really excited to see how this will be used in the collection. So that's really awesome right there. Thank you, NG. And last but certainly not least, everybody, we have the NG Models 1:400 scale Delta Airlines Airbus A320 in their standard livery. So glad to have this aircraft. This is, again, a huge asset just to have a beautiful A320 that has aerials and just all the various pieces. This is exactly what I've wanted for a very long time. So thank you, NG, for finally fulfilling this request, and please do more of this in 2024 and beyond. So here's the box. You got the Airbus A320 title, CGI. Here's the widgets, Delta 302 Uniform Sierra, and again, I think this is off of one of their credit cards with this blue design, so that's really cool. Here's the sides. It looks really good though. I think it's nice for different, although I wish the box would have lined up, but it's okay. Item number is 15043, and you already know that I'm wanting that card, but of course the model needs to come out too so that we can get more to that. So there's the card, really nice to see, and let's go ahead and get out this beautiful A320. There she is. You got the double antenna once again, and man, woof, that is gorgeous. Holy. Alrighty, everybody, here we go for the NG Models 1:400 scale Delta Airlines Airbus A320 in their standard livery. Gorgeous aircraft. Really excited to have this aircraft. It looks super, super nice. The antennas are really cool, and ultimately it's just a stretched out 320 or 319, excuse me. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and take a look at this, guys. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone. You get the panel right here along with the SkyTeam logo, L1 door, nose landing gear, just the right amount of tilt. This one's more than 319, but still looks really good, so that's awesome to see. Antenna number 1, you got the Best Airline 2022, 2023 sticker, whatever they have on there. Delta Airlines billboard titles look really good. First class into Comfort Plus, then you got Comfort, or main cabin rather, excuse me. Second antenna looks really good. It's nice how it's stretched out adequately, you know, proportionally right, so that's just really cool to see after all this time not having that antenna. You can see the main engine right here along with the main landing gear that look really good. Then of course you got the overwing exit with the flaps, slats, and speed brakes. That antenna looks really good once again, so awesome to see that detail. That looks really good. Then you get the Wi-Fi box and the beautiful registration number 320 Uniform Sierra. The rest of the aircraft, again, not too much besides the windows, but it looks really good. Get you a nice wing view right there, kind of looks really nice. Wing detail is incredible. It's super, super nice. Got a bottom antenna there too. Then you got the L2 door along with the Delta Airlines widget tail right here. Got the APU area, horizontal stabilizers, again registration 320 Uniform Sierra. Looks really nice here in the back. Then on the right side, not too many other changes besides the cargo bay doors that look really good. The CFMs also look really good on this aircraft. A little bit more level than those IAEs. Another reason that the IAEs might be a little unlevel is because of how light they are. Maybe that's why. I'm not exactly sure, but excited to continue to learn and hopefully they'll be able to get that fixed up at some point. So all this looks really good right here. Top of the aircraft looks really good. You got some awesome detail. Again, both those antennas look super good, so I'm just a huge fan of that. That looks awesome. And again, Delta underbelly, so I got to flip her over so we can take a look at that, which looks awesome. So that's really great to see. The various panels, the dots, I mean, just some elite detail in here. It looks absolutely amazing. So great job here by NG. This was absolutely amazing. I'm going to line these up and we're just going to take a look at them because, man, this was S tier unboxing. It's super glad to see what we did today here. This was
Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and take a look at all of these. What an incredible massive unboxing this was. We had some awesome models here. TWA MD-80 looks absolutely fantastic. I'm very excited to add this to the collection right here. What a cool asset, and the older livery looks the final livery looks absolutely amazing there, so that's absolutely awesome to see. We know the story on Airlines. Glad to get the new mold here, and overall it looks really good. So this is a great aircraft to add to the collection. It looks really good right there. Good job, Panda. The Spirit's really great to continue this. I believe we still have 1 or 2 more to come in soon, so excited to get the final ones in here to complete the collection. So there's the Fence Tips filled in titles with the yellow Wi-Fi box. Also with the yellow Wi-Fi box, we have this Neo that looks really good, and overall, very glad to have it right here. Delta Airlines Airbus A319 looks awesome, and 320. Might as well pair both these up. I mean, just look at how gorgeous they are. 319 looks so good. Love that antenna. What a unique attribute, and so glad to have that. Same song, second verse, literally, for this 320. Been dreaming of the moment of getting both these for a long time. Hopefully we'll be seeing the United, upcoming, Frontier, American, all the airlines. So we can only hope to see that. We'll see. UPS McDonald's DC-873 will be great for Retro Tulsa one day. So excited to get that out and continue to grind with that aircraft here in the near future. We also have both of these unique surprise models from Waffle Collectibles with these X1Es. Very cool. It ended up, the cutaway ended up snapping in half, so I had to fix it, but I did, and got the landing gear glued back on. And it broke off the stand in the process too, so I got that re-glued. So that took some time, but it ended up working out. And last but certainly not least, we had this breast cancer awareness American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER by NG to replace the JC. Very good aircraft, certainly worth the replacement. I thought it turned out really well. So thank you all so much for watching this massive unboxing. I really hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the new camera, all these models, which ones you hope to get, and so much more. And very excited for upcoming massive unboxings. We got some really cool models coming from some airline collectibles shows and pre-orders, and I think we still have some Black Friday work coming in here in the near future. So with all that being said, everybody, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. My name is Redriveraviation. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.